We are here to assist you with this transmission of light and an energetic exchange to help you comprehend yourself in a new way, to help you to see the light in which you hold within the vessel of your humanity, to understand what concepts are taking place within the human realm at this time, and to exchange an energetic light for your own healing today. We would like you to understand that at this time, humanity is in a shift of consciousness, and you are all here because of that shift. You are awakening to parts of yourself that are already within you and residing inside of you, and just coming to the surface for you to be aware of with your human comprehension and understanding. As you become more aware of these things about yourself, the eternal part of you, the light source, the part of you that does not ever end, the part that is connected to the divine, the true part of you, the energy part of you, you begin to comprehend the internal power that you have within. And releasing the thoughts and forms of limitations that you've created in your mind that keep you from understanding your potential in this power. By creating an understanding of this within yourself, you not only shift the consciousness of your awareness of yourself, but you begin to shift the consciousness of all things. As you may or may not comprehend, all are one. You are all one consciousness. From our perspective, looking at the human consciousness and race, we see a division that has taken place where each human has held a single light in which they have not been able to comprehend is a light of one. When you understand that you are unified as one, the consciousness of love begins to radiate and be shared around your earth, which brings up things in your reality that may feel alarming or dark, or as if they are things that you would rather not see or engage with. From our perspective, we want to give you the truth of what is taking place on your planet, understanding that dark energy is another form of you learning more about yourself and exploring yourself. As you shift back into your original form, leaving the physical body at the end of this current life that you are currently in, you have an awareness of who you are and the light that you shared upon the earth. When you come back into the original form and see the light in which you shared upon the earth, you will be aware of how that light transformed and transitioned the things taking place on this earth. Each of you are a vessel of this light, and when you understand who you are and why you are here and why you have volunteered to be here at this particular time on earth, in this timeline that you are currently in, you will begin to shift the way that you react and engage with the reality around you, understanding that you impact it more than it impacts you. As you see, you are powerful. You are light. Where there is light, it transforms. It shifts. It brings new awareness to things. The more you understand this about yourself, the more the entire quantum field of energy around you shifts and changes as your light impacts all things. And it is not an accident that you are in the places that you are in the current time where you are residing, and for you to hold light in that position or location that you are in. All of you in this moment are sharing a light that is impacting this entire city and beyond. As you return to the locations in which you have all come from, this light is carried with you, and a new awareness of yourself will begin to shift the reality in that location. As you see, as humanity continues to learn about this and discover this truth of themselves, it spreads throughout the earth, and the earth begins to shift. The shift is into unity, consciousness, and love. We encourage you to understand the power that you have to do this. When you use your focused mind to channel this light, it must and will impact the dark energies around you. This is why it is important for you to understand yourself in this way. We would like to open this up to questions if you have any at this time.
Yes. Oh, Beth?
I understand that everyone has spirit guides.
Yes.
Is there any specific animal or bird that is one of my spirit guides that's prominent?
Let us look into your energy. We can sense that you are connected to eagles in some type of way. The eagle represents a new perspective of being able to see things. And so we encourage you, if you were to allow yourself to begin to shift in that consciousness, to open yourself up to seeing things differently from an eagle's eye view, then you will be able to understand yourself and the world around you in a much different way. Does this help?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I have a question. I was at a ball game last week going to see family, and I went there and this person used to connect to me in a negative way, and I was kind of confused. Like, it made me uncomfortable, and I was wondering, like, do I just say, like, hey, I don't want to connect like this anymore? Or I just kind of, said something different. I was like, well, at least they're all having fun, tried to get away from what they were saying. So how can I better handle that situation when it comes up?
One, you were attempting to change this person by engaging with them in a way that would allow them to continue to interact in this situation. And by thinking about this pattern that you have created in your reality here on earth, that engagement then caused you to feel discomfort within yourself. So in this connection, it was bringing awareness to a part of yourself that you are still not holding your light in. You are shrinking yourself. You are struggling to allow yourself to be present and to not be entangled with the thought of what this other person has towards you or how they are interacting with you. When you hold light, you do not need to explain. You do not need to prove. You do not need to correct or chase or please something outside of yourself. As you know, light always overcomes darkness. Do you not know this?
Yes.
In this moment, this person was unable to see their light because they cannot see the light inside of you. So they believed that the engagement could have been the way that you maybe have engaged with them prior to this moment, where they were attempting to pull you back into the frequency in which you have shifted out of, because that made them feel comfortable. Because you did not do so, and you held your light, the discomfort that came up in you was teaching you areas in which you are struggling to please someone else or to attempt to change something. In these dynamics, we will speak to the group now about this. When you are engaging with another human, you must understand they are also light. It does not mean they understand this about themselves. But when you are struggling with this connection, the reason you might even be in contact in that moment is because something is happening in the energy field to support that human. You all were speaking earlier about intuition, hearing things, knowing things, thinking things, being guided to do something. This is all connected. When you are engaging with something or someone, this is a prior agreement that has been made. And when you go into situations and you allow yourself to fully be authentic, without allowing the old emotions and feelings to cause you to feel the discomfort, you do not walk away thinking, I wish that would not have happened. You walk away thinking, I am glad I was able to share my light with that person, and I hope them to be well as they continue their journey, as you continue yours. Does this help?
Yeah, and how can I heal that part of myself?
Awareness.
Okay, so just being aware of it.
Yes, this is a part of the experience that you get to have while you are on earth. If you did not have these emotions or feelings, there is no reason for you to be here. And so as you engage with them, you notice them and you use them to become more self-aware. When you are able to notice something that is popping up in your reality, or an emotion, sensation, feeling that is causing discomfort, that is an attempt to guide you back to self. Where did I give part of myself away? Or where did I merge my energy into something that is not aligned for me? So by being present and understanding that this is an evolving thing, it does not mean tomorrow you will change this behavior. It means that you get to notice this behavior. When you have gratitude and you are thankful for the experiences that you are having, you begin to show up differently in your world. Oh, look, I get to have an interaction with someone I don't like. What do I get to do today to have this connection? Oh, this is going to teach me something about myself. I am so excited. What can I use this to do to allow more light to shine through me? Does this make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone have any questions?
I do. Go ahead.
Michelle.
I know that I didn't get a job. I mean, you know that I didn't get a job that I truly believed was my next step in my career. I know that I didn't get this job because there's something else for me. And I know I have a lesson to learn, but can you tell me more about it or help me understand?
You are learning about yourself and what you truly desire to have in your life. Many times there are interventions that take place in the human life that prevent them from something that maybe would not have been beneficial for them. At times you may not understand this because you want something so badly that you think it would be beneficial for you. Maybe a limiting belief is causing you to strive for something that you think will solve a problem for you. However, from your higher conscious mind, from those who support you in the spirit realm, the guides and the angels that are around you can see what could have taken place had you received what you wanted. This is why at times when you continue to ask for something and it does not manifest into your reality, you can trust that this is happening for a reason. Now, humans are stubborn and they like to force things to happen around them, and you are welcome to do so. We will not stop you. You may do anything you want with your free will. However, we will attempt to help you as much as we possibly can with your interactions and decisions. And you did take this as a sign, which was positive. So in this, what you are doing is you are discovering, what is it that I like? What do I enjoy? What is it that I would like to channel my light into with the rest of the time I have here on earth? And how would I like to engage with the field of energy around me? And how can I best serve that will bring me joy as well? As you continue to grow, you will learn that any limitations you've placed around yourself can be shifted or pulled back for you to see parts of yourself that you maybe have not seen before. Maybe gifts, maybe abilities, maybe something that allows you to step into something that you had no idea that was possible for you. And as this takes place, you will begin to see opportunities come towards you. And in those opportunities, it might push you towards something that does not feel necessarily comfortable for yourself, but is going to be beneficial for you. So you are actually using these job situations as a way to teach yourself self-trust and to not abandon yourself by looking for something that you think can solve a problem for you when the answers are already within you. Does this make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tracy.
I believe I know what my purpose is, but I was curious if you could share with me what you see my purpose as.
Well, the number one purpose for all humans is to discover self and to be loved. That is what all humans are meant to be discovering, why they are in this realm. However, for you, what you might call life purpose or something that you do with your life while you are on earth as a human is something that brings you joy. Just as we were speaking, when you are in alignment with yourself, you find natural ways of being, something that does not feel like work, something that brings you fulfillment, that brings you joy, that allows you to flow your energy with ease. It does not mean this is always going to be easy, as humanity is engaging with one another. And because you have to engage with one another, there are moments where you're going to have contrast. But the contrast is the ability to learn and to experience and to understand the difference between you as a human being and you as a spiritual being. So what makes you happy is what we would ask you.
Helping.
Is this a hard question?
No, I just wasn't sure you were asking me a question or if you were done.
We are asking you a question.
Helping people.
How do you like to help?
I like to help them heal, show them love.
Then this is your purpose. This can come in any form, in any way. When you are connected to self, you are naturally becoming a healer on the earth. All of you are healers in some type of form. All of you are meant to help humanity rise in their consciousness and understand that you are all light and love. However, there are different forms of this taking place. Is there something that makes you excited when you think about doing it? This is a question.
Making people see what makes them shine, what brings them their light.
Then we encourage you to become creative on the idea of doing this. When you are in the flow of your truth, when you are in your natural abilities, the universe naturally meets your needs as well. This often comes up in the human experience. This is what causes limitations within your ability to do what you are here to do, or what you are here to experience, we will say. Many of you start to look at the world around you based on the things you have been taught. Oh, I need to do this because I need to pay my rent. Or I need to do this because that person wanted me to become this. So I'm going to become this because they think I would be good at it. I do not like it, but I will do it anyways. So as you find the flow of yourself, and we encourage you to understand that this is a process. This is not something that you step into. Many of you do not even know yourselves. You do not even know what makes you happy. You do not know who you are as a divine light and being. The more you know yourself, the more you know what you are here to do. And many of you are not necessarily here to do anything outwardly. Some of you are just here to hold frequency of light and have a human experience and go and be in a particular place that you call a job to share your energy and light there. And many times this can take place for many years. As you may have learned from the vessel that is speaking here with you today, she has been many versions of herself in this lifetime. And in all the versions she has known what she was here to do, but not how to do it. It did not come until she knew herself. She knew who she was supposed to be. She began to be herself authentically without the need to compare or perform or create something that allowed the other humans around her to feel comfortable with her. When she became comfortable with herself, she found her calling, which was in her since a child. This is why she was led through so many different aspects of her life and learning abilities, where she had many different roles, many different jobs. Even the other day, we were speaking to her about a job that she had prior to her awakening, where she would set up events for lawyers. Why did she do that? That is so strange. She went to do something completely different with her life. But she began to understand by an epiphany that came into her mind that she was being trained for this time in her life where she could learn how to hold events. As you see, everything is combined and led divinely if you allow it to be. Some people become stuck in trying to perform or to find something in their life to please other people, or because of limitations in their mind, and they don't find the path of joy and ease. So as you are on this journey of discovering self, we encourage you to know thyself enough to have creative ideas that come to you, and you will find your way. That is why the human experience is so beautiful. You get to decide and discover what it is that you do while you're here. And if you do not complete it this time, you're welcome to come back and try again. Does this help?
Yes, thank you.
Dane.
Does our spirit carry trauma from past lives?
This is a complex question that you ask, as there is a complicated answer of yes and no. Let us see if we can bring this to your level to comprehend. There is a form of what humans have created a word for, karma, that can be transitioned through the soul's frequency. And it is because of love that many of you return back to your original form, or you will say spirit form. Look back at this life experience, review it for yourself, discover things that you did not know about yourself or the humans that you engaged with while you were on earth, and think, oh, I wish I had done that differently. Or, oh, I did not know I hurt that person. Oh, that person is very hurt. I feel their feelings. I do not like that. I love so much. I love me so much because you are love. I will return to earth and try again. This time, I will become a victim of what I caused in that last life, so I can experience what it felt like for them, because I love so much. And in that, I will have a choice whether I heal that on earth, as healing takes place on the earth, because what is created on earth must also be healed on earth. Now, the frequency does shift when you return back to spirit, when you come back into the original form of yourself, your true self, the oversoul. We will attempt to explain this to you. The only visual we can give you at this time, if you could imagine that you were a spider, and the middle of you is your oversoul, or higher self, we will say, and each leg is an existence that you are having. All of these existences are taking place at the same time. Now, what is interesting that you may not be able to fully comprehend at this time is that there may be a spider next to you, and that existence is creating an existence that is entangling with your existence. You agree to come here together on earth to have an experience, and what takes place between you two creates an energetic cords or attachments or karma that, if you do not clear here on the earth side, will come back with you. You will notice it. It is not necessarily impacting that part of yourself, the oversoul. It is that your oversoul loves so dearly much that it wants to clear the energy it left behind, and so it will return to do so. So in some aspect, yes, it is carried over, and this is also why when you come and return to earth, you pick your family, you pick those you want to engage with, and many times you pick because you want to help that particular family clear something if you are coming in as a volunteer to heal it. As when you clear something, if you could imagine the energetic entanglements and cords that are created through your behaviors and actions and the lack of love that you use with one another, then creates a dynamic that needs to be shifted between the two of you. So you might engage again in another life to clear that karma, to clear that energy. And in doing so, you also clear the lineage of which you have come into. So when you come into a human form, you pull in the energetics of the womb in your mother, and you bring in the energy of your father. And in this, when you heal, you are also releasing energetic attachments that they brought back to themselves in spirit. This is why healing on earth is so powerful. You are not only healing yourself, you are healing those who are connected in your web that you have made as a spider. So as you each learn more about yourself, hold your light, release the energies and the karma that you have created with one another, the entire being clears, your oversoul clears, and if you could imagine with me all the lakes, all the realities that your oversoul is having at the same time, also clear. This is why when you heal in one life, you are healing another life, or what you might call a past life. As you are all one, you are all connected. And as you heal, you help others to heal. It is a very powerful experience, Earth. Earth is a beautiful experience when you are able to see it this way. Does this make any sense?
Yes, thank you.
Do you have any more questions regarding that?
No.
I do.
Yes?
So if we clear all of that karma, then will we no longer have the human experience?
This can be so, if you so choose, as free will exists on all realms. Your oversoul has a free will, just as your human self has a free will. And you might return back to yourself clear and released from any energies that you had within any earthly experience. And in that, you may notice, oh, humans are struggling. I am going to return and help them, which is what Angie did. And so as you understand yourself more clearly and purely, then you can choose to come back as a human to help Earth, but not necessarily come to create karma. Many of those who return to Earth do not engage in relationships the way that others engage. They may not marry, they may not have children, they may not have experiences that are very earthly. They are strictly here to help shift the vibration and open the consciousness of humanity. So your answer can be yes and no, depending on that soul's desire and the frequency that they return to, and then if they are meant to come back as a volunteer in any type of way. Does this make sense?
Yes. And so the oversoul could be having an experience as a human and also as something else.
This is correct. This is happening now within this vessel. She is not just human. She is having an experience in another realm that is very closely connected to this experience, and you all know her as Annabelle. They are connected deeply together, and Annabelle has been with her since she came to Earth. Annabelle is the scary spirit she saw as a child. And so many of the volunteers come with a part of themselves that support them and help them on their journey, and then eventually wake up to this part of themselves that then is ready to shift. This is what Jesus was as well. He came as a volunteer, as a projection of his other form. He was a Pleiadian, which is a what you all on Earth call alien. So as a Pleiadian energy, projecting part of himself into the human realm, he had a healing frequency about him that taught humanity who they were. However, humans really messed that up. But we are all helping you to correct it now. Does this make sense?
Yeah. Can you help me or us understand God outside of human religion?
You are it. You are a exact replica of it. Because you were created, you have an idea that you are separated, but you are not. You are a original replica of Source itself. In your original replica, you were given free will. In the free will, you decided to have experiences to separate yourself from self, to experience yourself differently. As you come to Earth to have an experience and you return back to yourself, a new concept of self-awareness takes place. Because if you are always God or your original form, how do you know what it's like to be you? So you separate to experience yourself outside of yourself. It is actually a fun game from our perspective. We understand that your Earth is very difficult. It is this planet that we often hear the most from complaints and troubles. But this is also a planet of evolution and expansion and growth. And if you could imagine, the more aware you come of yourself, the brighter you become, the larger you become, the more expansion you bring into all things. This is why the universe is never ending. You are it, creating more of it. You are God. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Along those same lines, are there many dimensions going on at the same time? Is there a Jenny in another dimension doing something different than this Jenny?
There are many Jennies. You are everywhere. You are all things. You are always all things at all times. You are just unaware of all of yourselves that are taking place at the same time, because in this field of consciousness, in this dimension, which you call the third dimension, it is a very dense frequency which shuts you off from the reality of yourself. This is why humans come to be shut off from themselves and then rediscover self. However, humanity and the earth are shifting into a new vibration, and many of you are moving into what is called the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is a in-between dimension between the fourth and the fifth. The fourth dimension is where you learn how to hold a higher frequency of love, a unity consciousness, more self-awareness. And then you begin to shift out of the third dimension, but you can still connect with the third dimension. This is why it becomes uncomfortable sometimes to engage with third dimensional things when you are shifting into a fourth dimensional vibration, because you can see the difference. You can see the pain. You can see the suffering. You can see the things that humanity do not have to continue to engage in, but they do. And it's frustrating from your human perspective. However, from your higher perspective, you have an awareness that this is all working out for something good. Now, dimensions are something that are also complex to explain, because humans have an idea of up and down. Humans are very linear. They think in numbers, they think in lines, they think in up and down or sideways or forward or behind. This is not what a dimension is. You are in a dimension right now, and we are in a dimension. We are channeling from the 12th dimension. We are channeling light from a frequency that you cannot comprehend at this time, and this is why our perspective is very different from yours right now. However, anytime you can tap back into your oversoul, which resides within the 6th and 7th dimension, and this is how you get a new perspective of things. So dimensions are just frequency waves of thought, we will say. If you were to imagine Source, God, as a ball of energy, a light, and that ball of light is radiating and shining itself. We will use the sun as an example. Hopefully this will help you. You will see rays coming off the sun. Is this correct?
Yes.
Each ray could be a dimension. So each one is intertwined with the other. It is not that they are separate. It is all the sun. It is all the light of the sun. It is all connected. It is impacting all of the reality around it. But you see each one as separate. When it comes through a cloud, do you understand this?
Yes.
So what is happening is there are, in your reality, layers of interaction, we will say, or layers of density. And because everything is a thought or a form of God itself, you are a very far thought of God, but a very divine, loving thought of God, as there's no way to separate from it, from love itself. And this is complicated as a human because you think love is a form of interaction, but love is existence. And so the more you shift into a higher frequency, the more you understand love is a state of being and not necessarily an action. And this is why as you open yourself up to higher consciousness, you become more loving. Is this making sense?
Yes.
We hope that helps.
I have two questions. My first question feels like in my sacral there's something trapped, either energy or trauma.
Why did you trap it?
I don't know. I need help releasing it.
Well, there is something that you have agreed upon to have this trapped. It's like a cage. I'm going to put this inside and I'm going to hold it and then I'm going to wait until I can figure it out. So you are aware there's something going on, correct?
Yes.
Now, your job as a human is to bring light and love into that area. When you use a flashlight, do you see things?
Yes.
This is what you do. You use your light to channel it, engage with that, and over time, as you continue to shine light on something that feels dark or a block that humans say, then that thing naturally must present itself in a new way, because light always overcomes darkness. However, you as humans get to choose. Do I want to engage with darkness or do I want to engage with light? Because of the experiences that you've had in your human life through interactions with others or beliefs that you brought into your human form and vessel, you created these little entity blocks of energy within yourself to teach yourself something. So this is what we would encourage you to do, is to learn, why did I create this for myself? What is it that I'm afraid of? With it being in your sacral, this is going to be related to your feminine energy. Are you afraid to be seen sometimes?
Yes.
Well, there you go. We hope that helps.
Yes. Okay, my second question, what is the compensation situation at work teaching me and how should I approach it?
Reliance on something outside of yourself to have your needs met, or understanding that you do not need more, you do not need something outside of yourself to fulfill you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Every time I cry, it's for a brief moment, and then it's like all the air gets sucked out of my lungs, and then I'm unable to cry anymore.
This is a belief that you've developed throughout your experience here on earth, where you are in fear that your physical body will be harmed if you allow yourself to share emotion. Have you had experiences in your life where you were in fear?
Yeah.
Were you taught that your tears are not positive?
Yeah.
This is why. This is just an exercise. This is something that you can rediscover about yourself. Next time you start to cry, encourage it, speak to it. Thank you, tears, for coming. I'm going to allow you to be here because I love you. And it may take a while to rediscover that part of yourself, but it is basically chipping away from the beliefs that you believed because someone else taught you that it is not safe to have those emotions. Crying is a release of energy. You were given this as a gift. Humans all cry. Do you all cry?
Yes.
This is a gift that you've been given. This is an emotion that you have been given. We do not cry. We do not have tears. We do not need them because we feel. We do not need something to express ourselves physically because we, and non-physical beings, just simply are and we do not necessarily have the emotion of needing to cry. But if we were to come to earth and to engage with a human vessel in a body, we would very much enjoy that process of crying, because it is a way for our body to release what is inside of it. It is also a way to express emotions, beautiful emotions, emotions of sadness, emotions of grief, emotions of anger, emotions of joy, as tears allow you to understand yourself more deeply, because they connect with many different types of emotions. So we encourage you to get in touch with what emotion am I not allowing myself to feel, and work on feeling that. Does this help?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Anyone have any other questions? Yep, go ahead.
I don't know how to ask this question. I'll try. It has to do with wanting, like having a sincere desire to be loved, like just be the love that I want there to be in the world, but then struggling with feeling that I am loved.
Yes, this is a hard concept. Many humans are unable to understand how loving they are, or how much love they hold within them, because the concept of love on earth has become something that is very tangible, something that is based on a feeling or a sensation or a receiving. Most love on earth is conditional. Many of you developed loving connections based on a relationship. Just as a mother and a child, love is connecting them. However, the reason a mother often loves a child is because of the condition of it being her child. So there's many conditions that have been placed on love here on earth. And when you understand that there is no condition to love, that love is just a being, a presence, a energy of your true source, of that divine light in which we have spoke of the God frequency you are, then when you understand that this is who you really are, you release all the conditions about yourself and how you need to rediscover how to love yourself. And all those barriers that you've created around yourself or in yourself that keep you from understanding your own love begin to shift and fall. And you just understand that love is just a being. Love is just a moment. Love is just a concept. We do not even have words for this, as we cannot comprehend necessarily how dense the love is on earth at this time, because it has become so polluted with ideas. But when you return to source, there is nothing but love. You cannot do anything besides it. It is not because you need to do, it is because you are. And if you are something, it just is natural for you. Does this help at all?
Oh yes, thank you.
You are welcome.
Go ahead.
I was recently told by my ancestors that I should be their voice.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if there is a particular way I can be that voice other than what I'm currently doing.
Your voice is the sharing of your truth and being authentic to yourself. It is not necessarily a voice of being loud and boisterous and changing things. It's about you being you. When you are the voice of yourself, when you are fully authentic, when you are shining yourself in the vessel of light that you naturally are, then this voice shifts the consciousness of all things. As we were speaking before, you are attached to a web of light that are connected to your ancestors. So when you do your healing, when you step into your authentic form, you not only are shifting the reality for yourself, releasing karmic energy, you are shifting reality for the souls that have returned back to spirit, as they are all still connected to you. Just as Angie's dad spoke to her when he came to her and said, when you shift your vibration and when you heal here on earth, you are healing me. I do not have to return to repeat the karmic cycles that I left behind with you, because you get to help me release that. We get to clear the energy together. And so what you are here on earth to do, and what you have been called to do, is to be a vessel of light, to step into your authentic form. And the more you are you, the less than you create karma, the less that you engage with the world around you in a way that is fearful or in a way that causes others pain, because you are so conscious of yourself that you begin to interact with the world around you in a way that is pureness, of love, of the being, of the unconditional part of you, where you release the judgments or the ideas that something outside of you must change, understanding that you are the projection of all the things around you anyways. And so when you understand that you are the projection of the world around you and you change, everything else changes. And this is why it changes even those energies beyond the earthly realm, those who have connected with you, what you call your ancestors. So what you have come to earth in this time period to do is to clear that karma so that your ancestral line, those who are connected to you, do not have to return back to earth to repeat karmic cycles. They are willing, if they can, if they would like to. There is no way that they're forced to not, but they are able to then ascend into a new frequency that will allow them to go into a new earth frequency, which is going to be taking place here in the near future on your earth. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
It is very powerful, is not? You are all powerful. Do you not see that?
We do.
We hope that this time has helped you to reflect yourself, as we spoke before, about your light, about the energy that you carry as a vessel. Your body is temporary. Your emotions are temporary. Your experience is temporary. When you know yourself as a frequency of source, as light, as love, as the divine, you shift the consciousness of all things. When you know your power, you know your intention, you know your focus, all things must change. It is simply like walking into a room with the light off. What happens to the dark when you turn the light on? Where did it go?
It stays.
It is not gone. At any moment, you can turn the light back off. Is this correct?
Yes.
You have a choice. What do you want to be while you are here? Light? Or do you want to live in the darkness of the earth? We hope this has helped you. We have enjoyed engaging with you at this time. And we hope that you continue to walk forward in your gifts of light and love, and understand that you are divinely supported. You are never alone, and we love you deeply. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you today.